Hello and welcome to the channel. I ordered this watch back in November of 2016 and I've been on this wait list. I've been checking it out ever since it came out. I got on the pre-order list before other people were even allowed to order. So I've really wanted this watch. I've pretty much done everything I could to get this watch, and because it looked really cool. And what this watch is it's a Withings Steel HR. It's not a name brand watch, and basically it is a standard watch with a screen on it that can display your heart rate, your footsteps, how the distance you've gone. It can have an alarm. It can tell you the date. It can also send you notifications, such as like when you're getting a call and when you're getting a text message and who that person is. And it vibrates your wrist, which is extremely helpful. Now, I got this watch at 3 o'clock today. It is now 6:36, so I've been with the watch for about 3 hours, and you know, even though I ordered this about 3 months ago, I'm pretty underwhelmed so far. The first thing I've noticed is that as of right now, it says I've taken 157 steps. Since I've activated this watch, I've sat on the couch, I played games for about an hour, I took a beautiful nap, and then I woke up, I walked to my room, I set up all my equipment, and I've probably only done around 70 actual steps. So I would say this watch is a little bit less sophisticated than, say, the Apple Watch's algorithms. Now, the reason you may want this watch and the reason why I bought this watch is because I wanted an analog watch. But I like the idea of being able to know who's texting me and who's calling me without pulling out my phone. So it's kind of like a medium place between a full analog watch and say like an Apple Watch. I gotta be honest, I'm not that thrilled about this watch. My biggest gripe, and the first thing I noticed, was the clock itself. With the Steel HR, the marks are just painted on, so they don't really glisten in the light, so to say. So if you're in like a harsh lighting situation, right now I'm using a soft light, it's not going to be as easy to see the markings if you happen to have the watch in the shadows. Little bits of light can't hit edges of the ticks, so they don't really show themselves. And I guess you can counteract that by saying you have the screen. You can just tap it and it'll tell you the time and the date, which is extremely nice, don't get me wrong. One of the other things I felt misled by was the thickness of the watch. If you look on the website photos, which I'll include some right now, it shows the watch pretty thin. But if you look at the watch right now, it's just a bevel, and then it's this huge indent below it. I wasn't looking for a crazy thin watch, so I'm not too bothered by that. But some people who, if you're looking at buying this watch, it starts at $180, you might feel a little misled. In comparison to my old watch, it's about twice as thick. So, I mean, luckily my old watch was super, super thin, so I'm not too bothered by it. But now that we've gotten the negatives out of the way, which is the steps and actually being able to read the time, which for a watch can be kind of a big deal, everything else is phenomenal. The watch does vibrate when you get a message or a phone call. It's extremely quiet, but it is pronounced. You definitely can't miss it, which is really, really nice, but it's not super harsh. So I think they got that tuned in really, really well. The screen is very nice. It's simple, it's easy to use. You just hit the button to cycle between time, heart rate, and it shows you the symbol of what you're looking at before you actually get there. Oddly enough, it says my heart rate's 43 beats per minute. I don't think that's right though. Another plus of the screen is that it's auto brightness. I have no idea where the sensor is, but when you're in a dark situation, you move to a light situation, the watch does adjust its brightness, which is super, super nice. Everything else is phenomenal. The build quality is really, really nice. The heart rate monitor is really, really quick. It seems to constantly be doing it at its leisure. It's very simple design. It's very easy to use. It looks nice. When you can see the marks, the screen's nice and sharp, the vibrations very pronounced. But if you guys would like to see more about this watch, let me know in the comments below. If you want an update, make sure to leave a like. And again, just let me know. I do want to remind everyone, every Saturday, as long as I'm getting questions, I'll answer questions on here. You can ask questions in the comments, or you can ask questions on Twitter. It can be about the car, it can be about a photo technique that you want to see a video on, whatever you want. I really want to make content for you guys. I've been quiet on the content because my car still has issues. I still have a steering wobble. I finally took it to a professional. We diagnosed it was the steering rack. I have a rack from Rack Doctor. on the way. Super nice guys, highly recommend them. Hopefully you don't need them, but if you do, they're extremely nice and they're extremely competitively priced. Again, so just let me know what you guys want to see in the comments and if you want to learn more about this watch. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.